Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with plant intelligence. How the flora of Earth remembers and reacts. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the weight of the day fade away as we embark on an unhurried, atmospheric journey through the wonders of the cosmos. Your mind is quiet, the universe is vast, and we are ready to explore. Plant intelligence encompasses a range of phenomena that reveal how flora interacts with its environment. This intelligence is not rooted in a central nervous system, yet it manifests through complex biochemical processes and adaptive behaviors. Through signaling pathways, plants communicate with one another and respond to external stimuli, demonstrating a remarkable capacity for learning and memory. In this region, roots extend in search of nutrients and water, employing a network of mycorrhizal fungi that enhances their ability to adapt to changing soil conditions. These associations form a vast underground communication system, allowing plants to share resources and warn each other of potential threats. Chemical signals released into the air can inform neighboring plants of herbivore attacks, prompting them to bolster their defenses. The phenomenon of phototropism illustrates another facet of plant intelligence. In their quest for light, these organisms exhibit a remarkable ability to bend and grow toward illumination, optimizing their energy absorption. This reaction exemplifies not only responsiveness, but also a level of decision-making in resource allocation. Memory is also evident in the way certain species react to seasonal changes. They can track environmental cues, adjusting their growth cycles accordingly to ensure survival. Such adaptations highlight an intricate understanding of their surroundings, underscoring the sophisticated capabilities that define plant intelligence. Historical perspectives on plant perception and cognition reveal the evolving understanding of these organisms. Ancient civilizations regarded flora as entities imbued with purpose and wisdom, often attributing spiritual significance to their growth patterns and behaviors. Philosophers, such as Aristotle, initiated inquiries into the nature of life, recognizing a form of sensitivity in plants, albeit limited by the scientific knowledge of their time. The Renaissance brought a renewed curiosity, as botanists began classifying plants and documenting their responses to environmental stimuli. Observations noted the way certain species would bend towards sunlight or adjust their leaves during adverse weather, leading to speculation about their decision-making capabilities. The Enlightenment period further deepened these inquiries, laying the groundwork for modern botanical science. In the 19th century, Charles Darwin's experiments with plant movement shed light on their complex interactions with the environment, introducing the concept of plant behavior. These foundational studies ignited a wave of research dedicated to understanding how flora can sense and respond to their surroundings in nuanced ways. The subsequent development of plant physiology and biochemistry provided insights into the mechanisms underlying these responses, revealing intricate networks of communication within and between species. Such historical perspectives not only illuminate the journey of scientific discovery, but also challenge the anthropocentric view of intelligence, suggesting a broader definition that encompasses the diverse forms of awareness found within the plant kingdom. These forms of awareness manifest through complex communication systems that have evolved over millions of years. Various mechanisms allow plants to share information about their environment, signal distress, and even coordinate responses to threats. Root exudates, for instance, release chemical signals into the surrounding soil, engaging with beneficial microbes and neighboring plants. This underground dialogue fosters a community of resilience, allowing species to adapt collectively. Above ground, volatile organic compounds play a crucial role in aerial communication. When damaged or under stress, certain plants emit specific scents that attract predators of herbivorous insects, thus enlisting allies in their defense. This signaling can extend across vast distances, influencing plant interactions within diverse ecosystems. Mycorrhizal networks further enhance these communication pathways, creating an interconnected web of life beneath the surface. These fungal connections facilitate the exchange of nutrients and information, allowing plants to share resources and alert each other to impending threats, essentially forming a cooperative network. The evolutionary significance of these systems is profound. They demonstrate a remarkable ability to adapt and thrive in dynamic environments, while highlighting the importance of collaboration over competition. This interconnectedness challenges simplistic views of survival and underscores a complex, responsive world where flora exhibit forms of intelligence that transcend traditional definitions. The roots serve as vital conduits for communication and nutrient retrieval. This subterranean network operates not merely as a foundation, but as an intricate system of interaction. Mycorrhizal fungi establish partnerships with roots, facilitating the transfer of essential nutrients while enabling the exchange of chemical signals. These connections foster a shared environment, promoting resilience among neighboring plants. Roots also hold a memory of past environmental conditions. They respond to variations in soil quality and moisture levels, adapting growth patterns accordingly. This responsiveness can influence the overall health and survival of a plant, allowing it to optimize resource allocation. Certain species can even alter their root structure in response to the presence of competing flora, a testament to their ability to discern and react to their surroundings. Chemical signals released by roots can inform neighboring plants of potential threats, such as pest infestations or changes in climatic conditions. Through this mechanism, they can prepare themselves for adverse situations, showcasing an advanced survival strategy. The ability to store information about environmental changes reveals a sophisticated form of intelligence. It highlights the potential for plants to influence their ecosystem, contributing to the broader ecological balance. This nuanced understanding of root behavior deepens appreciation for the complexity of life and the myriad ways in which organisms adapt and thrive. Mycorrhizal networks exemplify an intricate system of interconnected roots and fungi, revealing how flora communicates and shares resources. These relationships form a vast underground network, enabling plants to exchange nutrients and information through hyphal extensions. Fungi increase the surface area of roots, facilitating the absorption of water and essential minerals from the soil. This extended reach allows plants to access resources that would otherwise remain out of reach. Within these networks, plants engage in a form of cooperation, sharing carbon, nitrogen, and other vital compounds. This collaboration can enhance resilience, particularly during periods of stress such as drought or nutrient deficiency. Some species even prioritize the needs of their neighbors, directing resources toward weaker or younger plants. The implications of such altruistic behavior challenge traditional views of competition in ecosystems. Research has revealed that these networks can also transmit signals about environmental threats, such as pest infestations or diseases. The rapid exchange of information allows plants to initiate defensive responses, ensuring the survival of both individual organisms and the ecosystem as a whole. These interactions illustrate a remarkable level of sophistication, demonstrating that communication within the plant kingdom operates on a scale previously underestimated. Mycorrhizal networks serve as a testament to the interconnectedness of life, transcending individual species and fostering a resilient ecological community. Phytohormones act as essential chemical messengers, facilitating communication within and between plants. These compounds influence growth, development, and responses to environmental stimuli. In this region, auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins, abscisic acid, and ethylene play crucial roles in regulating various physiological processes. Auxins, for instance, are pivotal in cell elongation, enabling plants to adapt their structure in response to light and gravity. Cytokinins promote cell division and can modify aging processes, allowing plants to rejuvenate under stress. Gibberellins contribute to seed germination and flowering, initiating developmental changes that align with seasonal cycles. Abscisic acid, often produced in response to drought, signals the closure of stomata to conserve water, reflecting a direct adaptation to environmental conditions. Ethylene, recognized for its role in fruit ripening, also regulates responses to mechanical stress and pathogen attacks. These hormones function not only within an individual plant, but also can signal neighboring organisms, creating a web of interaction that enhances survival. The delicate balance of these chemical signals orchestrates a plant's growth and response strategies, showcasing their remarkable ability to perceive and react to their surroundings. Through these intricate processes, the flora of Earth maintains its resilience, adapting to shifts in climate and competing for resources, thereby ensuring its continuity in a dynamic ecosystem. Light serves as a critical stimulus for plant behavior, influencing growth patterns and overall vitality. Phototropism, the phenomenon where plants orient themselves towards light sources, exemplifies this response through the use of specialized cells containing photoreceptors. They detect light direction, intensity, and quality. This ability enables them to maximize photosynthesis, the fundamental process that converts light energy into chemical energy. For niche shaded environments, these organisms exhibit elongation in stem growth, reaching for available light. This behavior ensures that they can thrive even in competitive conditions, where resources are scarce. Beyond phototropism, light impacts various physiological processes, including flowering and seed germination. Many species rely on specific light wavelengths to trigger these developmental stages, responding to seasonal changes with remarkable precision. Circadian rhythms further illustrate the sophisticated relationship between plants and light. These internal biological clocks regulate their daily cycles, influencing when to open and close stomata, or when to initiate photosynthesis. The interplay between light and these rhythms showcases a form of environmental awareness, allowing them to optimize energy usage. The ability to perceive and respond to light is not merely a survival mechanism. It reflects a complex interaction with surrounding ecosystems. This relationship emphasizes the importance of light, a fundamental resource that shapes the very existence of plant life. Responses to touch reveal another layer of complexity in plant intelligence. Climbing plants exhibit thigmotropism, a growth response to physical contact with surrounding structures. This phenomenon allows them to navigate their environment, seeking support to ascend towards sunlight. The tendrils of these plants, sensitive to touch, curl around objects they encounter, securing a foothold that facilitates vertical growth. In this region, a range of climbing species employs variations of this mechanism. For instance, the common vine utilizes specialized structures that respond to tactile stimuli, enabling it to wrap around nearby supports with remarkable precision. This reaction is not merely passive, it involves a rapid signaling process within the plant, often involving the transport of hormones that trigger growth toward the point of contact. These adaptations ensure that climbing plants can effectively compete for light, a vital resource. As they ascend, their leaves unfurl, maximizing photosynthesis and further enhancing their growth. The responsiveness to touch not only aids in securing physical support, but also minimizes the risk of damage during turbulent weather events. Thigmotropism illustrates a sophisticated method by which plants interact with their environment, showcasing their ability to respond to physical stimuli in ways that promote survival and reproductive success. Such interactions further highlight the intricate web of life sustained by these organisms. Short-term responses manifest as immediate reactions to environmental stimuli, a phenomenon observed in various plant species. These reactions can include the rapid closure of leaves in response to touch, or the wilting of foliage under drought conditions. Such adaptations serve to conserve resources and protect the organism from potential harm. Sensory receptors within these organisms detect changes, triggering biochemical pathways that lead to swift modifications in growth and behavior. This acute sensitivity underscores the remarkable capabilities of flora to respond to their immediate surroundings. Long-term memory, in contrast, involves a more gradual process. Plants exhibit an ability to remember past experiences, influencing their future responses. This memory is often linked to epigenetic changes, where alterations in gene expression can occur without modifications to the underlying DNA sequence. Such changes can result in adaptive traits that enhance survival. For instance, exposure to drought stress may lead to the development of deeper root systems in subsequent generations, allowing them to access water more efficiently. Through these mechanisms, flora engage in a complex dialogue with their environment, adjusting their growth patterns and physiological traits over time. This dual capacity for short-term responsiveness and long-term adaptation not only exemplifies the intelligence of plants, but also illustrates the profound interconnectedness of life on Earth. Each organism plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance. Memory serves as a crucial component in the defensive strategies employed by various plant species. Certain flora possess the ability to recognize past threats, enabling them to activate protective measures more swiftly upon subsequent encounters. This phenomenon is evident in the responses observed following herbivore attacks. When damaged, some plants release volatile organic compounds, signaling distress. Neighboring plants detect these signals, triggering their own defense mechanisms in anticipation of potential herbivores. Research indicates that specific plants can remember previous infestations by retaining chemical signatures associated with those events. This memory allows them to bolster their defenses, such as increasing the production of toxins or the development of physical barriers like thorns. Such adaptations enhance survival rates and contribute to the overall stability of their ecosystems. In addition to chemical signaling, certain species exhibit electrical signaling pathways that facilitate rapid communication within the organism. This internal dialogue allows for a coordinated response where various parts of the plant can work in unison, optimizing defensive outputs. Interactions between plants and their environment are characterized by a remarkable level of complexity. These responses illustrate a sophisticated understanding of their surroundings, suggesting that memory in flora is not merely a passive record of past events, but an active, dynamic process shaping their survival strategies. This intricate web of interactions highlights the depth of plant intelligence and resilience in the face of environmental challenges. Environmental stresses such as drought, extreme temperatures, and soil degradation significantly influence plant intelligence and their adaptive strategies. These conditions trigger complex biochemical responses, allowing them to communicate distress signals within their communities. It is through root exudates, volatile organic compounds, and mycorrhizal networks that plants inform neighboring species of impending danger. Such interactions illustrate a remarkable capacity for awareness and reaction in an often unforgiving landscape. The ability to store and recall information about past environmental conditions plays a crucial role in shaping future responses. Plants exhibit memory through physiological changes, which allow them to respond more efficiently to recurring stresses. For instance, some species develop thicker cuticles or deeper root systems after experiencing drought, equipping them with enhanced resilience for subsequent dry periods. These adaptive traits are not merely reactive, but also proactive, demonstrating anticipation of environmental fluctuations. The mechanisms involved include epigenetic modifications, which enable the plants to alter their genetic expression based on earlier experiences. In this way, flora not only survives but thrives, evolving strategies that ensure longevity in challenging ecosystems. The interconnectedness of plant behavior underscores the importance of preserving these diverse habitats. Understanding the complexities of plant intelligence is essential for supporting biodiversity and fostering sustainable ecosystems in an ever-changing world. Studying how they learn from environmental changes reveals intriguing mechanisms of adaptation. Roots sense variations in moisture levels, adjusting their growth patterns to seek water sources more effectively. In shaded areas, certain species exhibit phototropic responses, bending toward light to maximize photosynthesis. This responsiveness ensures survival in competitive environments where light availability can determine life or death. Chemical signaling plays a pivotal role in their learning processes. When exposed to stressors such as drought or extreme temperatures, they release volatile organic compounds. These compounds serve as warning signals to neighboring plants, prompting them to bolster their defenses even before direct exposure to the stressors occurs. This proactive behavior enhances resilience within the ecosystem, fostering a communal response to threats. Memory, though not in the animal sense, manifests in their ability to recall previous environmental conditions. This phenomenon is evident in perennial species, which adjust their growth and reproductive cycles based on past weather patterns. For instance, those with prior exposure to cold temperatures may flower earlier in subsequent seasons, optimizing reproductive success. Interactions with soil microbiomes further amplify their learning capabilities. Beneficial microorganisms provide essential nutrients and information about soil health and conditions, allowing them to make informed adjustments to their growth strategies. This intricate web of responses illustrates a remarkable adaptability that underpins the stability of ecosystems worldwide. Epigenetics plays a crucial role in the ability of plants to remember environmental changes. Through modifications to their genetic expression, plants can respond to stresses such as drought or pest infestations, effectively altering their physiological states without changing the underlying DNA sequence. This process allows for a dynamic interaction between a plant and its environment, enabling it to remember past experiences and adapt accordingly in future generations. These epigenetic changes can be triggered by various stimuli, including temperature fluctuations, nutrient availability, and exposure to pathogens. In this region, Plants have demonstrated the capacity to pass on these adaptations to their offspring. The next generation may exhibit enhanced resistance to similar stresses, a phenomenon that underscores the continuity of memory across life cycles. Research indicates that specific enzymes, known as methyltransferases, are instrumental in adding or removing chemical tags from DNA. This tagging can silence certain genes or activate others, tailoring the plant's response to immediate challenges. These mechanisms contribute to a form of memory that transcends individual plants, influencing broader ecological dynamics. This ability to retain and transmit information across generations enhances the resilience of plant populations. It ensures that these organisms are not merely passive entities, but rather active participants in their ecosystems, capable of influencing and responding to their surroundings in complex ways. This phenomenon is exemplified by Mimosa pudica, commonly known as the sensitive plant, characterized by its unique rapid response mechanism. This species exhibits a remarkable ability to react to external stimuli. When disturbed, it folds its leaves inward within seconds, a defensive strategy to minimize damage from herbivores. This reaction demonstrates not only sensitivity, but also an evolutionary adaptation to survive in diverse environments. Research indicates that this response is facilitated by specialized cells in the leaf structure. Upon receiving a stimulus, an electrical signal travels through these cells, prompting a swift loss of turgor pressure. This loss results in the folding motion, effectively shielding vulnerable parts of the plant. Such a mechanism highlights the intricate biological processes that underpin plant behavior. In addition to physical defense, Mimosa pudica also engages in a form of memory. Repeated exposure to the same stimulus results in habituation, where the plant gradually reduces its response. This capacity to learn from experience showcases a level of intelligence that challenges traditional views on cognition. The implications of this behavior extend beyond individual survival, influencing interactions within the ecosystem. Through Mimosa pudica, the complexities of plant intelligence become evident, revealing a world where flora adapt and respond to their surroundings in nuanced ways. This case study underscores the importance of understanding plant behavior in ecological research. The interaction between flora and herbivores reveals a complex web of responses and adaptations. Plants possess a remarkable ability to remember past encounters with herbivores, influencing their future defense mechanisms. This phenomenon is often observed in the form of chemical signaling. Upon being grazed, certain species release specific compounds that serve as warning signals to neighboring plants. These volatile organic compounds not only deter potential herbivores, but also prime adjacent flora for subsequent attacks. In this region, plants engage in a silent communication network. Through their root systems, they exchange information about nutrient availability and threats. This underground dialogue enhances resilience among neighboring species, allowing them to bolster their defenses preemptively. Some plants even develop physical defenses, such as thorns or tougher leaves, in response to previous herbivory. Herbivores, in turn, adapt to these defenses, creating an evolutionary arms race. Species develop mechanisms to detoxify plant defenses or exploit those that have not yet evolved countermeasures. This interaction exemplifies a learning perspective within both flora and fauna, illustrating a continuous cycle of adaptation and response. The subtlety of these interactions highlights the intricate balance of ecosystems. Understanding these dynamics contributes to broader ecological theories, emphasizing the significance of interconnectedness in the natural world. The intelligence within this realm stretches beyond human comprehension, revealing layers of complexity waiting to be explored. Chemical signals play a crucial role in the communication networks of flora, allowing them to respond to environmental threats. When faced with herbivory or pathogen attack, certain species release volatile organic compounds into the atmosphere. These substances serve as signals, reaching nearby plants and prompting them to activate their own defensive mechanisms. This phenomenon illustrates a sophisticated form of communal awareness, where one organism can inform another of impending danger. The release of these compounds can lead to physiological changes in neighboring plants, such as increased production of toxins or enhanced structural defenses. In some instances, the alerted plants may even increase their levels of secondary metabolites, which deter herbivores. This chemical dialogue not only aids individual survival, but also strengthens the resilience of the ecosystem as a whole. In densely populated areas, such as forests or meadows, the cumulative effect of these signals can have significant implications for community dynamics. The intricate web of interactions is not merely a series of isolated events. Rather, it forms a larger, interconnected system where each plant contributes to the overall vitality of the region. Research continues to unveil the complexities of these interactions, revealing that the responses are often species-specific and context-dependent. Such findings underscore the importance of chemical communication in the ecological framework, reshaping our understanding of plant behavior and intelligence. The implications of plant sentience extend beyond scientific curiosity, presenting significant ethical considerations. Recognizing that flora possess a form of awareness complicates traditional views of consciousness and intelligence, prompting deeper reflections on how humanity interacts with these living organisms. This awareness invites questions regarding the moral status of plants, challenging the notion of superiority often attributed to animal life. The capacity for plants to sense their environment and respond to stimuli suggests a level of sentience that necessitates respect and consideration. Understanding how they communicate, adapt, and even exhibit stress responses can influence agricultural practices, conservation efforts, and land management strategies. Such insights advocate for a more nuanced relationship with the natural world, urging a shift from exploitative practices to stewardship. This region of inquiry demands a re-evaluation of societal norms surrounding the consumption of plant life. The ethical implications extend to dietary choices, agricultural policies, and biodiversity preservation efforts. Acknowledging the complexity of plant interactions highlights the interconnectedness of life on Earth, emphasizing the responsibility humanity has to protect these vital organisms. As research on plant intelligence advances, it becomes increasingly essential to incorporate ethical frameworks that honor the intrinsic value of flora. This evolving understanding may foster a richer appreciation for ecosystems, encouraging a harmonious coexistence with the myriad forms of life that share the planet. Microbiomes play a critical role in the intricate web of plant intelligence and adaptation. These microscopic communities reside within the soil, on root surfaces, and even within plant tissues, forming symbiotic relationships that enhance nutrient absorption and stress resilience. As plants interact with their microbiomes, they gain access to essential resources such as nitrogen and phosphorus, which are vital for growth and development. These relationships extend beyond mere nourishment. Plants can communicate with their microbiomes, signaling their needs and responding to environmental changes through chemical exchanges. This interaction cultivates a dynamic environment in which plants can adapt to fluctuating conditions. The presence of beneficial microbes can bolster a plant's defense mechanisms, equipping it to withstand pathogens and pests. This region reveals a complex interplay where plants exhibit behaviors that suggest awareness of their surroundings. When faced with drought, certain species alter their root architecture, guided in part by microbial signals, to seek moisture more effectively. Such adaptive traits underscore the cognitive-like processes occurring within these living systems. Research continues to uncover the depth of these relationships, revealing how microbiomes influence not only individual plants, but also broader ecosystem health. Understanding this connectivity redefines perceptions of intelligence within the natural world, highlighting the sophistication present in even the simplest of organisms. Roots and leaves serve as critical components in the sensory systems of plants, equipped with specialized mechanisms that allow them to respond to their environment. Roots, often described as the underground sentinels, detect moisture levels, nutrient availability, and even the presence of pathogens. These subterranean structures communicate through a network of mycorrhizal fungi, facilitating nutrient exchange and signaling pathways that alert the plant to potential threats. Leaves, conversely, possess a range of sensory abilities that enable them to monitor light intensity, temperature fluctuations, and atmospheric composition. Stomata, small openings on the leaf surface, regulate gas exchange, allowing the plant to optimize photosynthesis while minimizing water loss. This balance is crucial for survival, particularly in varying climates. Chemical signals produced in response to environmental stimuli can initiate defensive mechanisms or growth adaptations. For instance, exposure to herbivores can trigger the release of volatile organic compounds, attracting natural predators that assist in mitigating potential damage. This intricate web of interactions underscores the remarkable capabilities inherent within plants. They not only perceive their surroundings but also adapt in real time, illustrating a complex form of intelligence rooted in biological processes. The study of these sensory systems continues to deepen the understanding of plant resilience and adaptability in an ever-changing world, revealing the profound interconnectedness of life on Earth. Soil composition plays a crucial role in influencing the cognitive capacities of flora. This medium not only serves as a physical foundation but also acts as a reservoir of nutrients and microorganisms. The intricate relationships between plant roots and soil organisms establish a network through which information is exchanged. Nutrient availability, pH levels, and the presence of beneficial fungi significantly affect how plants perceive and respond to their environment. Variations in soil texture, from sandy to clay-rich, dictate water retention and aeration, impacting root growth and nutrient uptake. In nutrient-poor soils, plants may develop heightened sensitivity to their surroundings, adjusting their growth patterns in response to limited resources. Certain species exhibit remarkable adaptability, modifying root structures to explore deeper layers for moisture and nutrients. This region of interaction between soil and flora encapsulates a dynamic feedback loop. Changes in soil health can trigger responses in plant behavior, leading to alterations in growth strategies. Furthermore, these adjustments can influence local ecosystems, promoting biodiversity. The presence of mycorrhizal networks facilitates communication among individual plants, allowing them to share resources and information regarding environmental stressors. The study of these interactions not only broadens the understanding of plant intelligence, but also highlights the importance of soil conservation in maintaining healthy ecosystems. An intricate balance emerges, showcasing the subtle yet profound connections that define life on Earth. The changing climate introduces a cascade of alterations, affecting how flora communicate and adapt. Elevated temperatures and shifting precipitation patterns create stresses that disrupt established interactions. This region, once thriving with diverse plant life, now shows signs of vulnerability. Under these circumstances, the transmission of chemical signals becomes increasingly critical. Plants utilize volatile organic compounds to convey distress, alerting neighboring species to impending threats, such as drought or disease. This communication network, however, faces challenges. Increased carbon dioxide levels lead to rapid growth in some species, potentially overshadowing others that struggle to adapt. The balance is delicate, as aggressive invaders may disrupt existing relationships among native plants. The disruption ripples through ecosystems, affecting not only plant communities, but also the myriad organisms that depend on them for sustenance and habitat. In altered climates, the ability of flora to adapt and respond may determine their survival. Some species exhibit resilience, adjusting their growth patterns, or developing deeper root systems. Others may succumb to changing conditions, leading to shifts in biodiversity. The decline or disappearance of specific plants can have cascading effects, impacting soil stability and local fauna. Such transformations illustrate the fragility of ecological networks, underscoring the urgency to study these changes while there remains time to understand and mitigate their effects. Fungi play a crucial role in enhancing the intelligence exhibited by plants, acting as a vital link within these intricate ecological networks. Mycorrhizal fungi, in particular, establish symbiotic relationships with plant roots, allowing for the exchange of nutrients and information. This interaction enables plants to access essential resources, such as phosphorus and nitrogen, while simultaneously providing sugars and carbohydrates in return. Such mutualism not only bolsters individual plant health, but also strengthens the overall resilience of the surrounding vegetation. Within these soil networks, fungi facilitate communication among diverse plant species through a vast underground mycelial web. They transmit chemical signals that can inform nearby plants of environmental stressors, pests, or diseases. This communication allows for a coordinated response, enabling plants to initiate defense mechanisms in unison. Research has demonstrated that they can even share nutrients with neighboring plants in need, fostering a sense of community and cooperation. The role of fungi extends to influencing plant behavior and adaptation. They can enhance a plant's ability to absorb water during drought conditions or adjust to varying soil pH levels. This interconnected relationship illustrates a form of intelligence within the plant kingdom, reflecting their capacity to learn and adapt through the information conveyed by their fungal partners. Such dynamics offer significant insights into the resilience and adaptability of ecosystems, highlighting the importance of preserving these critical interactions. A deeper exploration into plant neural networks reveals intricate biochemical processes that facilitate communication and reaction to environmental stimuli. Through a network of roots and mycorrhizal fungi, these organisms form a vast underground system, enabling the exchange of nutrients and information. This region functions much like a neural network, where signals travel in response to varying conditions, optimizing survival strategies. Chemical signaling plays a pivotal role in this communication. When faced with threats, such as herbivory or disease, plants can release volatile organic compounds. These compounds serve as alarms, alerting neighboring flora to potential dangers. In turn, this prompts a cascade of defensive responses, reinforcing the interconnectedness of plant communities. Research indicates that certain species, upon experiencing stress, can alter their physiological state, enhancing resilience against future challenges. This adaptability reflects a sophisticated memory system, allowing plants to remember previous encounters with stressors and adjust their growth patterns accordingly. The capacity for such biochemical memory underscores the advanced survival mechanisms inherent in plant life. These interactions not only contribute to individual resilience, but also foster a cooperative network among diverse species. Understanding these processes further emphasizes the complexity of ecosystems and the vital role that plant intelligence plays within them, ensuring the stability and health of our planet's biosphere. Differences in intelligence between plants and animals fundamentally shape their interactions with the environment. Plant intelligence manifests through biochemical signaling and growth responses. It relies on a network of roots and symbiotic relationships with fungi, allowing them to communicate and share resources. This silent exchange fosters resilience against adversities such as drought or disease, revealing an intricate web of cooperation. Animal intelligence, in contrast, often showcases learning and memory through neural networks. Instinctual behavior and cognitive adaptability enable animals to navigate complex social structures and solve problems in real time. The presence of a centralized nervous system allows for rapid responses to stimuli, unlike the slower, more deliberate reactions observed in flora. Root systems demonstrate an ability to sense nutrient gradients, guiding growth towards richer soils. This awareness is a form of intelligence, allowing plants to optimize their environment without conscious thought. Interaction with external stimuli, such as light and gravity, further exemplifies their adaptive strategies in the realm of survival. Both forms of intelligence serve distinct purposes. While animals often exhibit immediate reactions to threats, plants employ longevity strategies. They endure harsh conditions through mechanisms like dormancy or altered growth patterns, showcasing resilience that is vital in maintaining ecological balance in their environments. Memory plays a crucial role in the germination strategies of seeds, influencing their ability to respond to environmental cues. This phenomenon is often observed in species that require specific conditions to trigger the germination process. Certain seeds exhibit sensitivity to temperature fluctuations, moisture levels, and light exposure, allowing them to time their emergence to coincide with optimal growth conditions. In this region, seeds maintain a form of memory that enables them to assess their surroundings. For instance, after experiencing a period of cold, some seeds will only germinate when temperatures rise, signaling the arrival of spring. This adaptive response minimizes competition with other plants and maximizes their chances of survival. Furthermore, the interaction with soil microbes can augment this memory effect. Certain bacteria and fungi release chemical signals that inform seeds about their environment, creating a dynamic form of communication that enhances germination success. The complexity of these interactions highlights the intricate relationships within ecosystems. Seeds that remain dormant until conditions are favorable demonstrate an evolutionary strategy that optimizes their chances of survival. This ability to remember and react to specific stimuli not only ensures the continuity of plant species, but also reinforces the intricate web of life that sustains entire ecosystems. Each seed acts as a testament to nature's remarkable ingenuity in preserving life amid uncertainty. The resilience of forests after wildfires serves as a compelling case study of plant intelligence and adaptation. Following the devastation of a wildfire, the charred landscape embodies both destruction and potential renewal. Within this scorched earth, seeds lie dormant, awaiting the right conditions to emerge. Heat from the flames triggers specific species to germinate, ensuring their survival despite the surrounding chaos. This region exhibits a remarkable ability to regenerate dormant seeds, once hidden beneath thick layers of soil, respond to the altered environment created by the fire. Nutrient-rich ash enriches the soil, while increased sunlight reaches the ground where thick canopies previously obstructed growth. These conditions create a fertile ground for new life. Pioneer species, often the first to establish themselves, play a crucial role in this recovery. They stabilize the soil and provide shelter, paving the way for more diverse plant communities to flourish in subsequent years. This process illustrates the interconnectedness of ecosystems as the re-establishment of flora supports a return of fauna, contributing to the rebalancing of the habitat. Long after the flames have extinguished, the gradual transformation of these ruins reveals a profound truth about life's persistence. Nature has an inherent capacity to adapt and thrive, embodying resilience in the face of adversity. Urbanization introduces a myriad of challenges for plant life, altering the delicate balance of ecosystems. The expansion of cities encroaches upon natural habitats, fragmenting landscapes and isolating flora. These changes disrupt established relationships between species, affecting their ability to communicate and respond to environmental stimuli. In this modified environment, plants exhibit remarkable adaptability, adjusting their growth patterns and reproductive strategies to navigate urban pressures. Research indicates that some species develop heightened sensitivity to urban noise and light, recalibrating their internal clocks. Such adaptations are crucial for survival in areas where natural cues are obscured. The alterations in soil composition and microclimates further influence plant behavior, leading to shifts in nutrient uptake and water retention. In response to these urban stressors, certain plants demonstrate a form of memory, retaining information about past conditions and responses. This phenomenon allows them to optimize future growth and resource allocation. The capacity to remember and react is not limited to immediate survival. It can also influence broader ecological dynamics, affecting pollinator interactions and neighboring plant communities. As concrete continues to replace soil, the resilience of these organisms is tested. Their ability to adapt within the confines of urban spaces showcases a profound, albeit quiet, form of intelligence, highlighting the intricate connections between plants and their environments. Wind serves as a vital medium through which plants communicate with one another. This phenomenon occurs at a molecular level, as volatile organic compounds are released into the atmosphere. These chemical signals can travel significant distances, allowing neighboring flora to receive crucial information regarding threats such as herbivorous insects or environmental stressors. When certain species detect these compounds, they can preemptively bolster their defenses, enhancing their resilience against potential harm. Oh no! Trees in particular employ wind to convey their status within the ecosystem. The sway of branches and the rustling of leaves generate vibrations that resonate through the air, creating a subtle network of communication. This interaction not only aids in warning others but also facilitates the sharing of resources in dense forests. For example, larger trees may send signals via wind that encourage surrounding saplings to develop deeper root systems or increase their photosynthetic capacity. Additionally, wind can influence seed dispersal, a critical aspect of plant reproduction. The gusts carry seeds to new locations, where they may establish new colonies or contribute to the genetic diversity of an area. This natural process underscores the interdependence of flora and their environments. The nuanced exchanges occurring through wind highlight the sophistication of plant life, reflecting an intricate web of interactions that often goes unnoticed. Water serves as a vital medium for plant intelligence and adaptation. It facilitates not only nutrient transport, but also the intricate signaling pathways that enable responses to environmental changes. Within this realm, roots delve into soil, seeking moisture, while simultaneously establishing connections with neighboring flora and microorganisms. These interactions form a complex network where information about water availability and soil health is shared, allowing plants to adjust their behaviors accordingly. In times of drought, for instance, certain species exhibit remarkable resilience, employing strategies that include reduced transpiration and deeper rooting. These adaptive mechanisms exemplify a profound understanding of their surroundings, enabling survival in harsh conditions. This region of adaptive behavior showcases a remarkable ability to learn from past experiences, enhancing future survival prospects. Rainfall triggers further responses. Plants may release volatile organic compounds, signaling nearby organisms about the impending abundance of water. Such cues encourage mutualistic relationships, fostering alliances that bolster growth and resilience. This fluid exchange underscores an ongoing dialogue within ecosystems, highlighting the interconnectedness of life. The role of water extends beyond mere sustenance. It is a catalyst for complex cognitive-like processes. This relationship between flora and their aqueous environment reveals the depth of plant intelligence, reshaping perceptions of life's adaptability in the natural world. Cell-to-cell signaling is a fundamental aspect of how plants communicate and respond to their surroundings. Specialized structures called plasmodesmata serve as channels connecting adjacent cells, facilitating the exchange of signals and nutrients. Through these pathways, they transmit information about environmental changes, allowing for coordinated responses across vast networks. This form of communication is essential for survival, enabling the entire organism to react to stresses such as drought or pathogen attacks. Chemical signals, often in the form of hormones, travel through these interconnected cells. For instance, the presence of a pathogen can trigger the synthesis of jasmonic acid, prompting neighboring cells to bolster their defenses. This proactive strategy exemplifies a sophisticated level of awareness, as flora can anticipate threats even before they fully manifest. Root systems engage in similar signaling, exchanging information about nutrient availability and water levels. This interconnectedness fosters a communal response, with roots collectively optimizing their growth patterns to seek resources more effectively. Such interactions illustrate a complex web of communication, transcending individual cellular responses and contributing to the overall health of the ecosystem. Understanding these processes not only deepens appreciation for plant life, but also highlights the intricate relationships that sustain ecosystems. This knowledge invites further exploration into the cognitive capacities of flora, suggesting a remarkable degree of intelligence inherent in the natural world. Temperature serves as a crucial factor influencing plant response mechanisms. Variations in heat affect growth rates, metabolic processes, and overall adaptability. These fluctuations initiate complex signaling pathways that enable flora to monitor and react to their surrounding environment. Enzymatic activities, which are temperature sensitive, adjust the rates of photosynthesis and respiration, orchestrating energy production and consumption in accordance with climatic demands. In warmer conditions, plants often exhibit enhanced growth. Increased temperatures stimulate cellular division and elongation, promoting rapid development. Conversely, extreme heat can induce stress responses. This region witnesses adaptations such as the accumulation of heat shock proteins, which protect cellular structures from damage. The production of these proteins reflects a sophisticated level of awareness, allowing plants to respond effectively to thermal challenges. Cold temperatures elicit different reactions. Many species enter a state of dormancy, conserving energy and resources until conditions improve. This adaptive behavior is driven by hormonal changes, signaling a readiness to withstand harsh environments. Additionally, some flora utilize mechanisms such as antifreeze proteins, preventing ice crystal formation within their tissues. These responses highlight the intricate relationship between temperature and plant intelligence. The ability to perceive, remember, and adapt to thermal variations underscores the complexity of plant life, revealing an unseen world of resilience and strategic survival within the ecosystem. The study of these mechanisms continues to deepen our understanding of plant intelligence and their essential role in maintaining ecological balance. Biodiversity contributes significantly to the enhancement of plant intelligence, creating a rich network of interdependencies that enable flora to thrive in various environments. This complexity allows plants to adapt their strategies for growth, reproduction, and survival, aligning with the diverse conditions of their surroundings. When multiple species coexist, they share information through chemical signals, root exudates, and even mycorrhizal networks. Such interactions facilitate a communal intelligence where collective responses to environmental changes become possible. In regions of high biodiversity, plants exhibit greater resilience to stressors like drought, pests, and disease. They employ a variety of adaptive mechanisms, allowing them to optimize water usage and nutrient uptake. The presence of numerous species means that certain plants can specialize, filling niches that support overall ecosystem functioning. This diversity fosters a more dynamic response to ecological disturbances, enhancing the flora's ability to remember previous stresses through evolutionary memory encoded in their genetic makeup. This ongoing dialogue among plant species not only improves individual survival rates, but also strengthens the ecological community as a whole. By maintaining this intricate web of relationships, biodiversity ensures that plants can continue to evolve and adapt, responding to the subtle shifts within their environments. In this way, the intelligence of plants is not isolated, but rather amplified through their connections and interactions with one another. Podovrinensa Bernlets adu asa tenothodliets relapigal network of cooperation where plants and pollinators engage in mutualistic relationships that enhance survival. Pollinators, avrinators, such as bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds are drawn to the vibrant colors and enticing scents of flowers. These sensory cues are not mere happenstance. They represent intricate adaptations evolved over millennia, facilitating efficient reproduction for the flora. In exchange for nectar and pollen, pollinators assist in the transfer of genetic material between plants, promoting biodiversity. This reciprocal exchange highlights a form of cooperative intelligence. where the success of one species is intrinsically linked to the well-being of another. The delicate balance maintained within these ecosystems ensures the continuity of both plant life and its pollinators. Certain plants have developed specialized strategies to attract specific pollinators, utilizing shapes and colors that cater to the preferences of their partners. This specificity reduces competition and enhances reproductive success. In turn, pollinators acquire nourishment while contributing to the broader ecological framework. As seasons change and environments evolve, the ongoing adaptations of both plants and pollinators illustrate the dynamic nature of these relationships. Such interactions resonate throughout ecosystems, illustrating the complexity of life and the interconnectedness that defines the natural world. The threads of cooperation weave a network that sustains life, ensuring the persistence of diverse species. The ability of flora to adapt and respond to their environments signifies a form of learning, distinct yet profound. This phenomenon manifests through changes in growth patterns, chemical signaling, and even structural adaptations. Responses to stressors, such as drought or herbivory, illustrate an intricate memory embedded within plant systems. They accumulate information over time, adjusting their behaviors based on previous encounters with threats. Certain species exhibit a remarkable capacity for recognizing and reacting to repeated stimuli. For instance, the phenomenon known as habituation occurs when a plant's response diminishes with repeated exposure to non-threatening conditions. This learning process allows them to allocate resources more efficiently, optimizing survival strategies. Psychically signals, often released into the soil or the air, facilitate communication between individuals and communities. When one plant encounters pests, it may release volatile organic compounds to notify neighboring flora of potential danger. This alert triggers defensive mechanisms in adjacent plants, showcasing a collective intelligence that transcends individual survival. Memory in plants is not merely passive, it actively shapes their future interactions. The capacity to retain and utilize past experiences enhances resilience against environmental challenges. These processes highlight the intricate connections within ecosystems, where the ability to learn and adapt is as crucial for flora as it is for fauna, fostering a dynamic balance in nature. Genetic variation serves as a fundamental component in the ability of plants to respond to environmental changes. This diversity enables different species and even individual plants within a species to exhibit unique adaptations. In this context, the presence of varied genetic traits allows some plants to withstand drought, while others may flourish in nutrient-poor soils. It is through this array of genetic possibilities that resilience is achieved within plant populations. The mechanisms driving these responses include natural selection and genetic mutations, which occur over generations. Certain traits may be favored in fluctuating climates, leading to a gradual shift in the dominant characteristics within a population. This adaptability ensures that as conditions change, some members of a species can survive, reproduce, and pass on advantageous genes. Interactions with other organisms also influence genetic variation. Pollinators, for instance, can affect the reproductive success of plants, encouraging genetic diversity. Likewise, herbivores may exert selective pressure, where plants develop defenses, chemical or physical, that enhance their survival. Observations in various ecosystems reveal that regions with high genetic diversity tend to exhibit greater resilience against environmental stresses. This resilience not only supports individual species, but also maintains the integrity of entire ecosystems, fostering stability in the delicate web of life that exists across the planet. The balance of atmospheric carbon dioxide plays a crucial role in shaping plant behavior. Elevated levels of this gas can enhance photosynthetic rates, prompting increased growth and biomass accumulation. This phenomenon can lead to a rapid proliferation of certain species, often favoring those that are more adaptable to changing conditions. In this region, the response manifests as a transformation in plant communities, with some species overshadowing others in a subtle contest for resources. Such shifts in composition can result in altered nutrient cycling, as the increased growth of specific plants may lead to higher rates of organic matter input into the soil. This dynamic influences microbial activity, which in turn affects the availability of key nutrients for other plants. The interconnectedness of these processes underscores the complexity of ecosystem interactions, revealing how atmospheric changes can ripple through various biological layers. In areas experiencing significant fluctuations in carbon levels, the responses can vary widely among species. Some may exhibit heightened resilience, while others could struggle to adapt, leading to potential declines. The implications extend beyond individual plants. Entire ecosystems may face restructuring as dominant species thrive and others diminish. Understanding these responses provides insight into the broader consequences of rising atmospheric carbon dioxide, highlighting the intricate relationship between the atmosphere and the flora it supports. A range of environmental challenges compels flora to exhibit remarkable adaptability. Drought, for instance, triggers a complex series of physiological responses. Roots delve deeper into the soil in search of moisture, while leaves may reduce their surface area to minimize water loss through transpiration. In this way, they adjust to endure prolonged periods of aridity and contrast. Excessive rainfall can lead to waterlogged conditions that threaten root health. Here, some species develop aerial roots, protruding above the ground to access oxygen-rich air, thus ensuring their survival in saturated environments. This ability to modify structural traits exemplifies the resilience found within these living systems. Tumultuous temperature fluctuations, whether extreme heat or unexpected frost, elicit further reactions. Heat stress prompts the synthesis of heat shock proteins, which help maintain cellular integrity, while frost may initiate the production of antifreeze proteins, preventing ice crystal formation within tissues. Such biochemical alterations showcase the remarkable capacity for plants to sense and respond to their surroundings. Invasive species present a unique challenge, prompting native flora to adapt through competitive growth or alterations in reproductive strategies. This ongoing evolutionary arms race illustrates the dynamic interplay between various organisms within ecosystems, revealing a narrative of survival intricately woven into the fabric of life on Earth. The mechanisms underlying plant intelligence reveal the significance of biophysics in elucidating their complex behaviors. Cellular structures, such as membranes and organelles, are not merely passive components. They are active participants in signaling and responses to environmental stimuli. This region showcases how plants utilize ion channels to transmit electrical signals, effectively allowing them to communicate internally and externally. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert light energy into chemical energy, is intricately linked to biophysical principles. The movement of electrons and the formation of energy-rich molecules are governed by quantum mechanics, revealing the sophisticated nature of these organisms. The efficiency of light absorption and energy conversion depends on the arrangement of pigments within chloroplasts, demonstrating how physical structures influence biological function. Interactions with surrounding organisms further exemplify this relationship. Root systems exhibit a remarkable capability to sense moisture and nutrients in the soil, adjusting growth patterns accordingly. This adaptability stems from a combination of chemical signals and mechanical responses, illustrating the physical basis of decision-making in flora. Research continues to uncover the remarkable ways plants utilize biophysics to navigate challenges, from drought to herbivory. These findings deepen the understanding of plant intelligence, emphasizing the intricate relationships between physical processes and biological responses that characterize the life of plants on Earth. The exploration of plant cognition has been significantly enhanced through the application of advanced technology. Tools such as imaging techniques and sensors provide insights into the physiological responses of plants to their environment. High-resolution imaging captures the subtle movements of leaves and stems, revealing how they orient themselves toward light and respond to mechanical stimuli. These reactions, often imperceptible to the naked eye, are critical indicators of a plant's adaptive strategies. Infrared thermography enables the monitoring of temperature variations within plant systems, indicating stress responses to drought or disease. Such data can be correlated with genetic studies to understand the underlying mechanisms of resilience and adaptability. Additionally, the integration of machine learning allows researchers to analyze vast datasets, uncovering patterns in plant behavior that were previously overlooked. Robotic systems equipped with artificial intelligence facilitate real-time interactions with plant life, providing precise environmental manipulations. This technology allows for controlled experiments that can reveal the nuances of plant communication, including the release of volatile organic compounds as responses to threats. These interactions exemplify a complex web of signaling processes, showcasing the sophistication of plant intelligence. This convergence of technology and biology not only sheds light on the cognitive capacities of flora, but also paves the way for innovations in agriculture and conservation, fostering a deeper appreciation for these remarkable organisms. The potential for artificial intelligence in plant research opens new avenues for understanding the intricate dynamics of plant behavior. Advanced algorithms can analyze vast datasets, identifying patterns and correlations that may elude human researchers. This analytical capability enhances the exploration of plant responses to environmental stimuli, enabling the development of predictive models that forecast plant behavior under varying conditions. Machine learning techniques can process information from various sources, including satellite imagery, sensor data, and genomic sequences, allowing for a holistic view of plant ecosystems. This integration fosters a deeper understanding of the factors influencing growth patterns, resilience, and adaptation. By simulating various environmental scenarios, artificial intelligence can predict how plants will respond to climate change, disease, and resource scarcity. This innovative approach not only aids in enhancing crop yields, but also informs conservation strategies by identifying species at risk and prioritizing habitats that require protection. The collaboration between artificial intelligence and plant research encourages a multidisciplinary perspective, merging computer science with biological sciences to create more sustainable practices. The fusion of these fields holds promise for addressing global challenges such as food security and biodiversity loss. Our research continues to evolve. The insights gained will undoubtedly reshape our understanding of plant intelligence and their critical role within ecosystems. The implications for both science and society are profound. Soil microbial communities play a crucial role in the intelligence of flora, forming intricate networks that facilitate communication and resource sharing among plants. This underground web, often invisible to the naked eye, comprises bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that interact symbiotically with plant roots. These interactions enable plants to gather vital nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus, essential for growth and resilience. This region of the soil serves as a dynamic environment where chemical signals are exchanged. When faced with stressors, such as drought or pathogens, plants can release specific compounds into the soil, signaling microbes to mobilize beneficial resources or to enhance protective mechanisms. The responsiveness of these microbial communities can significantly influence a plant's ability to adapt and thrive under changing conditions. Research has shown that certain microbial species can enhance a plant's memory, allowing them to remember past stress events. This results in a more robust response to future challenges. Such adaptations are not only crucial for individual survival, but also for the stability of entire ecosystems. The interconnectedness of these organisms fosters resilience in plant communities, contributing to biodiversity and the overall health of terrestrial environments. The ongoing study of these relationships sheds light on the complex, often overlooked intelligence that exists within the natural world, unveiling a deeper understanding of life on Earth. Memory plays a crucial role in how plants optimize resource allocation. Through a process known as phenotypic plasticity, these organisms can adjust their growth patterns in response to environmental cues. This adaptability allows them to allocate resources more effectively, ensuring survival in fluctuating conditions. Roots may extend further into the soil when moisture is scarce, while leaves can adjust their orientation to maximize sunlight capture. Research indicates that plants can retain information about past environmental conditions. This memory can influence future responses, guiding them in making decisions that enhance their fitness. For instance, a plant exposed to drought may develop deeper root systems in subsequent growth cycles, anticipating similar stresses. These learned adaptations not only benefit the individual, but also support the entire community by maintaining ecological balance. Chemical signaling plays an essential role in this memory-based behavior. When stressed, plants release volatile organic compounds that communicate their condition to neighboring flora. This signaling can trigger defensive responses in nearby plants, enhancing collective resilience against threats such as pests and diseases. The intricate networks formed through root systems and mycorrhizal associations further illustrate this point. Nutrient exchange and information sharing occur beneath the surface, creating a collaborative environment that bolsters the survival of diverse plant species. These mechanisms reflect a sophisticated understanding of their surroundings, revealing a quiet intelligence that shapes ecosystems. The role of symbiosis in plant cognitive abilities presents a fascinating dimension to their intelligence. This interaction often involves a partnership with fungi, bacteria, and other organisms, creating a network of communication and nutrient exchange. Mycorrhizal fungi, for instance, form associations with plant roots, enhancing nutrient uptake while facilitating the transfer of chemical signals between neighboring plants. This interconnectedness allows for a communal response to environmental stresses, showcasing an advanced level of cooperation. In these relationships, plants can share resources and information, enabling them to adapt to changing conditions. This network enables a collective resilience, as weaker individuals benefit from the strength of the group. In times of drought or nutrient scarcity, these connections become vital, allowing plants to sustain themselves and each other through shared sustenance. The implications of such relationships extend beyond mere survival, hinting at a form of memory that can inform future generations. When exposed to threats, plants can activate defense mechanisms that their offspring may inherit, a testament to their ability to learn and adapt through experience. The integration of these symbiotic relationships illustrates an intricate web of life, where intelligence is not solely an individual trait, but a shared characteristic of a living community. This dynamic underscores the complexity of ecological interactions within natural environments. Neurobiology in plants presents a fascinating realm of study, revealing intricate systems of signaling and response. These organisms utilize a variety of mechanisms to perceive environmental stimuli, showcasing a remarkable level of sensitivity. Chemical signaling often serves as the primary mode of communication, where volatile organic compounds play a crucial role in alerting nearby flora to threats such as herbivory. Electrical signals also traverse through the plant structures, functioning somewhat analogously to neural impulses in animals. Researchers demonstrated that disturbances, such as damage from pests, can trigger rapid changes in cellular activity. This rapid response is not merely a defensive mechanism. It encompasses growth modulation and resource allocation, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of their surroundings. Root systems exhibit a remarkable ability to interact with soil microorganisms, forming beneficial partnerships. Mycorrhizal networks, often referred to as the Wood Wide Web, facilitate nutrient exchange and information transfer among plants. This interconnectedness highlights the social structure inherent in plant communities, where cooperation may enhance survival and resilience. The study of these responses and interactions reveals an underlying intelligence within the plant kingdom. It challenges traditional views of intelligence as solely a characteristic of animals and invites further exploration into the cognitive capabilities of these organisms. Understanding this neurobiology not only expands our knowledge of flora, but also sheds light on the interconnected web of life on Earth. Our gambricultural practices profoundly influence plant intelligence, altering the dynamics of their growth and cognitive responses. Monocultures, commonly employed in modern farming, restrict genetic diversity, which can diminish resilience and adaptive capacity. In these environments, plants often rely on a limited set of strategies to cope with stressors such as pests and varying climatic conditions. This limitation can hinder the development of sophisticated communication networks that typically flourish in more diverse ecosystems. Soil health plays a crucial role in this relationship. Practices that degrade soil quality, such as excessive use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, disrupt the intricate symbiosis between plants and microorganisms. This disruption impairs nutrient absorption and diminishes the chemical signaling that facilitates inter-plant communication. In contrast, regenerative agricultural techniques promote biodiversity, allowing flora to utilize a wider array of strategies to respond to environmental changes. These variations in agricultural methods not only impact individual plant species but also shape entire ecosystems. The shifts in plant behavior and communication can lead to cascading effects throughout the food web. Pollinators, herbivores, and other organisms rely on the health and intelligence of plant life for their survival. Through understanding these impacts, researchers can develop more sustainable practices that honor the complex relationships inherent in this vibrant living system. Secondary metabolites serve as crucial players in the decision-making processes of plants. These compounds, often classified into categories such as alkaloids, flavonoids, and terpenoids, fulfill a multitude of functions that go beyond mere survival in times of stress. It is these metabolites that facilitate communication with neighboring flora, enabling a form of collective response to environmental pressures. Wevaiwais bros, therosigs mysophrolit, these metabolites that facilitate communication with neighboring flora. When one plant releases volatile organic compounds, nearby individuals can activate their own defense mechanisms, preparing for similar challenges. This level of interaction illustrates a sophisticated awareness embedded within the plant kingdom. Moreover, secondary metabolites play roles in attracting beneficial organisms. Certain flowers emit specific scents that lure pollinators, while others produce compounds that draw in predatory insects to control herbivore populations. The strategic allocation of resources toward these metabolites illustrates an adaptive response shaped by evolutionary pressures. In addition to defense and attraction, These compounds can influence nutrient uptake, enhancing a plant's growth under varying environmental conditions. The complex interplay of secondary metabolites highlights a nuanced decision-making framework, revealing the remarkable ways in which flora navigate their ecosystems. The concept of plant consciousness invites scrutiny into the cognitive capabilities of flora, challenging traditional views of intelligence. Research suggests that these organisms display a form of awareness and responsiveness, albeit distinct from human cognition. Various studies indicate that plants can perceive their environment through specialized mechanisms, engaging with stimuli in ways that may resemble a rudimentary form of consciousness. In this realm, the detection of light, gravity, and chemical signals occurs through intricate sensory systems. Responses to these stimuli, whether in terms of growth patterns or chemical releases, demonstrate an adaptive behavior aimed at survival. This region of inquiry has led scientists to explore the neural-like networks present within plant structures, particularly in root systems. These networks facilitate communication between different parts of the organism, allowing for rapid adjustments in response to environmental changes. The exchange of chemical signals between neighboring plants further underscores the collaborative aspects of their existence. Some experiments reveal that plants can even remember certain stimuli, demonstrating a capacity for learned behavior. This retention appears to guide future responses, enhancing their resilience against environmental stresses. Such findings contribute to the growing understanding of the intricate relationships between flora and their ecosystems, raising profound questions about the nature of consciousness itself. Climate adaptation plays a pivotal role in the resilience and intelligence of plant life. Through intricate biochemical processes, plants respond to environmental stresses, utilizing mechanisms that allow them to thrive in varying conditions. This region, characterized by fluctuating temperatures and moisture levels, showcases a remarkable ability among species to alter their physiological traits in response to changing climates. These adaptations are often subtle, yet profound. For instance, some species exhibit altered leaf structures that enhance water retention or modify their photosynthetic pathways to optimize energy usage under stress. The ability to sense and react to climatic shifts speaks to a deeper form of awareness. As plants engage in complex signaling processes, they communicate with one another through root systems and volatile organic compounds, effectively sharing information about potential threats or beneficial resources. In arid environments, certain flora develop extensive root systems to access deeper water sources, demonstrating a proactive approach to survival. These changes occur over generations, underscoring the evolutionary aspect of plant intelligence. The capacity for adaptation not only ensures the continuity of species, but also maintains the equilibrium of entire ecosystems. Understanding these mechanisms reveals the intricate web of life on Earth, highlighting the role of flora in shaping and responding to their habitats. As researchers explore these dynamics, the implications for agriculture, conservation, and climate resilience become increasingly significant. Light wavelengths exert a profound influence on plant behavior, affecting growth patterns, flowering times, and physiological responses. Different wavelengths serve distinct roles in photosynthesis, with blue and red lights being particularly crucial. Blue light, with its shorter wavelength, stimulates chlorophyll production and promotes vegetative growth, while red light influences flowering and fruiting processes in shaded environments. Plants have adapted to maximize their light absorption, often elongating their stems to reach brighter areas. This competition for light drives a remarkable response known as phototropism, where plants orient themselves toward the light source. The intricate signaling pathways activated by these wavelengths enable plants to monitor their surroundings and adjust their growth accordingly. Ultraviolet light extends beyond photosynthesis, also playing a role in plant defense mechanisms. Exposure to ultraviolet radiation prompts the synthesis of protective compounds, which help shield plants from herbivores and pathogens. Strategies in resilience emerge further, revealing a complex interplay between light and biochemical responses. The varying light conditions in different environments, from dense forests to open fields, dictate how plants adapt. These adaptations not only ensure survival, but also enhance ecosystem stability. Understanding these interactions offers insights into optimizing agricultural practices and improving crop yields in changing climates. Value 6. The complexity of plant interactions extends beyond mere survival strategies. This region reveals a sophisticated social behavior among flora, where communication occurs through intricate networks. Mycorrhizal fungi play a pivotal role, connecting various plant species underground, enabling the sharing of nutrients and information. These connections allow weakened plants to receive necessary sustenance from healthier neighbors, fostering resilience within the ecosystem. Chemical signals emitted by stressed plants serve as warnings to their counterparts, prompting defensive responses even among distant species. This phenomenon illustrates a form of altruism, as some plants sacrifice their own growth to protect the collective. Over time, these interactions lead to enhanced biodiversity and stability within ecosystems. Certain species develop symbiotic relationships, exchanging resources in a mutually beneficial manner. For instance, flowering plants attract pollinators, ensuring reproduction, while providing nectar as sustenance. Such partnerships exemplify the interdependence present in these environments. In forest ecosystems, the presence of larger trees impacts the growth patterns of smaller understory plants. They create microclimates that influence moisture and light levels. These conditions, in turn, support a multitude of organisms, showcasing the interdependence of life forms. The resilience of ecosystems relies heavily on the ability of flora to adapt and respond to environmental changes. This adaptability is not merely a reaction to external stimuli, but a manifestation of a more profound intelligence present within the plant kingdom. Through various mechanisms, plants can communicate stress signals to their neighbors, alerting them to impending threats such as drought or pest infestations. The release of volatile organic compounds serves as an early warning system, allowing surrounding flora to bolster their defenses. Such interactions foster a collective resilience, enhancing the survival chances of entire communities. Root systems contribute to this intelligence as well. They engage in nutrient exchange through symbiotic relationships with fungi, amplifying the ability to withstand adverse conditions. This interconnectedness facilitates a shared resource network, reinforcing the stability of these ecosystems. Environmental disturbances, whether natural or anthropogenic, challenge these systems. Yet, through their complex responses, plants exhibit a remarkable capacity for recovery, further illustrating their integral role within ecological frameworks. The ongoing research into plant intelligence sheds light on these intricate relationships, deepening the understanding of resilience in the face of change. Insights gained may prove invaluable for future conservation efforts, as the wisdom of flora guides sustainable practices. The introduction of pesticides has significantly altered plant interactions within ecosystems. These chemicals disrupt not only the immediate health of flora, but also their capacity to communicate with one another. When exposed to toxic substances, plants may experience a reduction in their ability to release volatile organic compounds, which serve as signals to neighboring species. This impairment affects the delicate network of relationships that sustain biodiversity. Compromised communication manifests in various ways, pollinators may be deterred from visiting treated plants, leading to decreased reproductive success. This decline has cascading effects, as fewer pollinators also impact the plants that depend on them for survival. The disruption extends beyond individual species, influencing entire communities and ecosystems. Research indicates that plants subjected to pesticide exposure exhibit altered growth patterns and stress responses. The ability to respond to herbivore attacks diminishes as these organisms rely on chemical cues from their plant hosts. Consequently, this may lead to an increase in herbivory, further straining the affected populations. Long-term reliance on pesticides risks creating a feedback loop of ecological degradation. The resilience of plant populations diminishes, impairing their capacity for adaptation. Understanding these intricate dynamics is critical, as they hold the key to restoring ecological balance and ensuring the health of both flora and the environments they inhabit. Homeostasis, the equilibrium within biological systems, is a fundamental aspect of plant life. These organisms possess remarkable capabilities to regulate internal conditions despite external fluctuations. This region exhibits various strategies employed by flora to achieve stability. For instance, stomatal regulation allows for the control of gas exchange and water loss, adapting to immediate environmental stresses such as drought or humidity. Root systems play a vital role in this process, dynamically adjusting to the availability of water and nutrients. Through intricate signaling pathways, plants can sense alterations in soil composition, prompting growth towards richer substrates. This responsiveness illustrates a form of intelligence, where decisions are made based on environmental cues, enhancing survival chances. The ability to synthesize chemical compounds enables flora to fend off pathogens and pests. Maintaining internal health, secondary metabolites are produced in response to external threats, showcasing a proactive approach to homeostasis. Additionally, mycorrhizal associations further illustrate this intelligence, as they facilitate nutrient exchange and enhance resilience against stressors. These adaptations collectively contribute to the maintenance of a stable internal environment, reflecting a complex interplay between flora and their surroundings. The ongoing research into these mechanisms continues to reveal the depth of plant intelligence, offering insights into their vital roles in ecosystems and potential applications in sustainable agriculture. Adaptive responses of desert plants illustrate remarkable resilience in extreme conditions. Surviving in arid environments requires unique strategies, enabling them to withstand prolonged droughts and extreme temperatures. These adaptations manifest in various forms, such as specialized root systems that extend deep into the soil, seeking moisture unavailable to less capable flora. The ability to store water is another crucial mechanism. Succulents, for instance, develop fleshy tissues that can retain significant quantities of moisture, allowing them to endure extended periods without rainfall. Leaves may evolve into spines, reducing surface area and minimizing water loss through evaporation. Photosynthesis in desert plants often undergoes modification. Some species utilize a process known as crassulacean acid metabolism, which allows them to open their stomata at night, thereby conserving water during the hottest parts of the day. This adaptation not only ensures their survival, but also highlights an intricate understanding of their environment. Responses to stressors extend beyond physical adaptations. Chemical signals are employed to communicate distress to neighboring plants, prompting them to bolster their defenses. This interconnectedness fosters community resilience, ensuring survival in a landscape marked by unpredictability. The study of these adaptive mechanisms provides profound insights into evolutionary biology and ecosystem dynamics, emphasizing the significance of plant intelligence in navigating life's challenges. Environmental cues play a vital role in shaping plant memory formation. Light, temperature, moisture, and nutrient availability all influence how flora perceive their surroundings and respond accordingly. These stimuli trigger biochemical pathways that facilitate the storage of information, allowing plants to adapt their growth strategies over time. Photoperiodism exemplifies this phenomenon, where variations in day length affect flowering times. Certain species, responding to the gradual shift from summer to autumn, accumulate sugars and prepare for dormancy. This process involves internal signaling mechanisms that record these environmental changes, effectively allowing plants to remember past conditions. Root growth patterns also reflect this memory. Plants can sense the moisture levels in their immediate environment. When faced with drought, they redirect growth toward areas with higher water availability. This ability to retain information about their surroundings ensures optimal resource allocation, enhancing survival. Additionally, interactions with neighboring organisms contribute to memory formation. Some plants can detect the presence of herbivores or neighboring species under stress, leading to an adaptive response. Chemical signals transmitted through the air or soil can initiate defensive mechanisms, showcasing the interconnectedness of these ecosystems. The capacity for memory in flora illustrates a complex and dynamic relationship with their environment, revealing a sophisticated understanding of survival and adaptation. Interactions between plant intelligence and animal behavior demonstrate a delicate balance within ecosystems. Specific flora can influence the actions of herbivores, employing various strategies to deter feeding. These plants may produce secondary metabolites, rendering them less palatable or even toxic. When animals consume these leaves, they often learn to avoid them in future encounters, reflecting a form of memory that extends beyond individual experiences. In this region, some plants have developed mutualistic relationships with animals, offering nectar in exchange for protection. Ants, for instance, may defend certain species from herbivores, effectively enhancing the plant's survival rates. The dynamic here illustrates a two-way street of communication and adaptation, wherein both parties benefit. Certain flowering plants also employ visual and olfactory cues to attract pollinators. The colors and scents signal readiness for reproduction, fostering a reciprocal relationship that is vital for sustaining biodiversity. These interactions are not one-sided. Animals that feed on these plants may inadvertently assist in their propagation, ensuring genetic diversity and resilience within plant populations. The intricacies of these relationships highlight the intelligence inherent in both flora and fauna. Observations reveal that the behaviors of animals are often shaped by the subtle influences of the vegetation surrounding them, emphasizing the profound interconnectedness of life on Earth. Emerging trends in plant intelligence research highlight a growing interest in understanding the cognitive capacities of flora. Recent studies demonstrate that these organisms possess complex signaling mechanisms, enabling them to communicate with one another through root exudates and volatile organic compounds. This communication network suggests a level of awareness previously underestimated as plants adapt to environmental stimuli with remarkable precision. Investigations into the neural-like networks found within plant structures reveal fascinating parallels to animal behavior. These systems allow for the processing of information and response to external challenges, showcasing an intricate form of intelligence. Scientists are increasingly employing advanced imaging techniques and molecular biology to unveil the complexities of these processes, shedding light on the various ways flora perceive their surroundings. The implications of this research extend beyond academic inquiry, offering potential applications in agriculture and conservation. Understanding how plants respond to stresses or cooperate with neighboring species can inform sustainable practices and enhance biodiversity. Additionally, exploring the resilience of these organisms in changing climates is critical for future ecological stability. Collaborative efforts across disciplines, including ecology, neuroscience, and biotechnology, are paving the way for a comprehensive approach to plant intelligence. This interdisciplinary focus not only enriches the scientific community's understanding, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the remarkable capabilities of the natural world. The application of biotechnology plays a pivotal role in enhancing the understanding of plant intelligence. Through genetic modifications, researchers can create organisms that exhibit heightened responses to environmental stimuli. This allows for the observation of intricate interactions between plants and their surroundings. By manipulating specific genes, scientists can observe how these alterations affect growth patterns, stress responses, and communication with other organisms. These advancements yield insights into how plants adapt to changing conditions, including drought or nutrient deficiency. Enhanced traits may enable flora to thrive in challenging environments, supporting ecosystems that face increasing pressures from climate change. The potential for developing crops with improved resilience illustrates the practical implications of these scientific endeavors. In controlled settings, the use of biotechnology facilitates the study of signaling pathways within plant systems. This exploration reveals how plants process information, respond to threats, and engage in symbiotic relationships with fungi and other flora. The intricate biochemical networks become clearer, showcasing the dynamic nature of plant life. Innovations in biotechnology also pave the way for sustainable agricultural practices by creating varieties that require fewer resources while maintaining productivity. These efforts align with a growing need for food security amidst a changing climate. Such developments highlight the interconnectedness of science, sustainability, and the remarkable intelligence inherent in plant life. The exploration of plant intelligence invites profound philosophical inquiries regarding consciousness and awareness. This region of thought challenges long-standing assumptions about sentience, pushing the boundaries of understanding beyond traditional frameworks. If plants exhibit responses to stimuli and communicate through chemical signals, it raises questions about the nature of intelligence itself. Such abilities suggest that awareness might not be exclusive to animals, prompting a re-evaluation of the criteria used to define life and consciousness. Philosophers have long debated the ethical implications of intelligence in non-human entities. This re-evaluation calls for a consideration of the moral responsibilities humans hold towards these organisms. The capacity of flora to adapt, remember, and respond could lead to a deeper appreciation for their roles in ecosystems. Recognizing that these life forms have their own methods of interaction with the environment fosters a sense of stewardship. Furthermore, the concept of time in relation to plant life introduces complex considerations. Plants operate on different timescales, perceiving and reacting in ways that can seem almost alien yet profoundly insightful. Understanding these rhythms can alter human perspectives on growth, decay, and existence. Such insights may illuminate the complex web of interactions among flora, especially in the context of deforestation. As vast tracts of forests are cleared, the ramifications extend far beyond immediate loss of biodiversity. Disruption of these ecosystems fractures intricate communication networks that plants utilize to exchange information and resources. Root systems, often intertwined with fungal networks, serve as conduits for signaling distress, sharing nutrients, and even warning of pest invasions. This region, once thriving with life, now experiences a marked decline in cooperation among remaining flora. The severance of connections impairs the ability of plants to collaborate, leading to decreased resilience against environmental stresses. Without these networks, Individual species struggle in isolation, making them more susceptible to disease and climate fluctuations. The remnants of these ecosystems reveal a stark contrast. The fading company of trees that once provided shade and habitat now stand in quiet disarray. It is evident that the loss of forested areas not only diminishes the physical presence of these organisms, but also silences the complex dialogues that once flourished among them. Such disintegration of communication networks results in long-term ecological impacts, altering species composition and threatening the stability of entire habitats. The echoes of deforestation ripple outward, reshaping the natural world in profound and lasting ways. Temperature fluctuations induce a variety of physiological responses within flora, critical for their survival. These variations, whether gradual or abrupt, compel plants to adapt through mechanisms such as thermoregulation, a process whereby they adjust their internal temperatures to maintain homeostasis. In regions where temperatures shift dramatically, species exhibit remarkable resilience, developing traits that allow them to endure stresses such as drought or frost. These responses manifest in altered growth patterns. For instance, warmer conditions can accelerate germination and flowering, leading to an earlier onset of reproductive cycles. Conversely, excessive heat may trigger protective strategies, including leaf curling or the production of heat shock proteins. Such adaptations are not merely reactive, they form part of a complex memory system within plants, enabling them to remember previous temperature extremes and adjust future growth accordingly. Fluctuations also influence biochemical processes. Changes in temperature affect photosynthesis rates, respiration, and nutrient uptake. Each species possesses unique thresholds beyond which their efficiency diminishes. This interplay between temperature and plant activity is crucial in ecosystems. It shapes competitive dynamics, altering the balance between species as some thrive while others falter. Understanding these responses reveals the intricate relationships within ecosystems, highlighting the importance of temperature as both a challenge and a catalyst for growth. The ongoing study of these interactions underscores the resilience and adaptability of plant life in an ever-changing environment. Nutrient availability significantly influences plant behavior and growth patterns. In regions rich in essential minerals, flora exhibit robust growth, resulting in lush canopies and vibrant ecosystems. This abundance facilitates intricate relationships with neighboring species, contributing to the overall health of these environments. Through root systems, plants actively engage in nutrient acquisition, utilizing mycorrhizal networks to access resources beyond their immediate reach. Variations in nutrient availability lead to diverse adaptations. Deficiency in nitrogen, for instance, triggers a series of physiological responses, prompting plants to allocate resources differently. They may prioritize root growth to explore deeper soil layers or develop specialized leaves to maximize light absorption. In contrast, excessive nutrients can lead to rapid growth but may compromise structural integrity, making them vulnerable to environmental stresses. The interplay of nutrient levels also affects reproductive strategies. In nutrient-poor regions, plants may invest more in seed production, ensuring the survival of their lineage in challenging conditions. Meanwhile, nutrient-rich habitats often foster competition, leading to shorter life cycles and increased chances of hybridization among species. Research into these dynamics reveals a complex web of interactions where flora continuously adapt to optimize their growth and reproduction. This ongoing evolution highlights not only their resilience, but also the intricate balance of ecosystems shaped by nutrient availability. Pollinators play a crucial role in the reproductive success of flowering plants, and their preferences significantly influence floral morphology and behavior. Over time, specific traits emerge as plants adapt to the characteristics of their pollinators. Color, scent, and nectar composition become finely tuned to attract specific species. ensuring efficient pollen transfer. This region witnesses a gradual shift in floral structures, reflecting the preferences of different pollinators, such as bees, butterflies, and birds. Nathanephilim of differentiate pollinators dominate. Plants may develop brighter pollinators dominate. More vivid colors to enhance visibility. Sweet fragrances often intensify, appealing to the olfactory senses of potential pollinators. These adaptations are not random, they arise through generations, driven by the selective pressures of successful reproduction. Plants that align their traits closely with pollinator preferences have a higher likelihood of flourishing, while others may decline. These interactions illustrate the dynamic nature of evolutionary processes. Mutualism emerges as a pivotal theme, where both plants and pollinators benefit from their relationship. The intricate dependencies create a web of connections within ecosystems, underscoring the importance of preserving biodiversity. As environmental changes occur, these adaptations may be tested, revealing the resilience of both flora and fauna in the face of shifting ecological landscapes. The delicate balance of these relationships is foundational to the health and sustainability of ecosystems worldwide. Food security is increasingly reliant on the intricate knowledge embedded within plant intelligence. These organisms possess the ability to respond adaptively to changes in their environment, utilizing sensory mechanisms to detect variations in light, moisture, and nutrient availability. Through established root networks and chemical signaling, they communicate with one another, sharing vital information that can inform neighboring flora about impending threats, such as drought or pest invasions. This region has witnessed the remarkable capacity of certain species to enhance soil quality and improve resilience against climate change. Some plants engage in symbiotic relationships with mycorrhizal fungi, facilitating nutrient exchange that bolsters growth in nutrient-poor conditions. Such interactions not only increase the yield of crops but also fortify the ecosystem against the impacts of stressors. In agricultural practices, understanding these forms of intelligence allows for the development of innovative techniques that promote sustainable farming. Techniques such as intercropping leverage the natural defenses of various species, resulting in healthier crops and reduced reliance on chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Observing how specific plants react to their environment can lead to improved crop varieties, tailored to withstand the challenges posed by shifting climate patterns. The implications extend beyond immediate agricultural benefits, influencing food security at a global scale. Insights gained from plant intelligence can contribute to strategies that enhance resilience, ensuring a stable food supply for future generations. The intersection of plant intelligence and traditional ecological knowledge reveals deep-rooted connections between flora and the cultural practices of human communities. Indigenous populations have long understood the intricate relationships that govern ecosystems, often relying on this understanding for sustenance and survival. These traditional practices encompass methods of planting, harvesting, and land stewardship passed down through generations, reflecting a profound respect for the intelligence inherent in plant life. Such knowledge emphasizes the importance of biodiversity, as diverse plant species contribute to ecosystem resilience and stability. In this context, plants are not merely passive entities, they interact dynamically with their surroundings and with humans. Observations indicate that local flora can influence soil health, water availability, and even the presence of pollinators, serving as vital indicators of environmental health. Integrating this wisdom with modern scientific approaches can foster a holistic understanding of ecological systems. Researchers are beginning to recognize the value of traditional knowledge as it relates to plant behavior, adaptation, and community interactions. This convergence encourages sustainable practices that harmonize with natural processes, allowing for more effective conservation strategies. The ongoing dialogue between ancient wisdom and contemporary science holds promise for addressing pressing environmental challenges. creating pathways toward a sustainable future that honors both the intelligence of plants and the insights of indigenous cultures. Conservation emerges as a critical component in safeguarding the intricate intelligence of plant life. Protecting these vital ecosystems ensures the survival of diverse species that possess unique adaptive responses to their environments. A loss of biodiversity diminishes the reservoir of knowledge embedded in these organisms, which have evolved strategies over millennia to thrive and respond to changing conditions. This region, rich with flora, serves as a living archive of ecological wisdom. The complex interactions among plant species, soil organisms, yeast, and climate factors illustrate a sophisticated network of communication and adaptation. Each species contributes to the resilience of the ecosystem, supporting not only its own survival, but also that of countless other organisms. When habitats are disrupted or destroyed, this delicate balance is threatened, leading to irreversible consequences. Conservation efforts focus on preserving critical habitats, restoring degraded landscapes, and fostering sustainable practices that respect the interconnectedness of life. These initiatives recognize the significance of plants in maintaining ecological integrity and their potential role in climate regulation. By prioritizing conservation, societies can protect not only the physical presence of plants, but also their inherent intelligence, which may hold solutions to contemporary challenges. And doing so, future generations may inherit a world where the wisdom of plants continues to enrich human understanding and inspire innovative approaches to living harmoniously with nature. Climate extremes exert a profound influence on plant responses, driving adaptations that span generations. Fluctuations in temperature, precipitation, and wind patterns compel flora to develop resilience strategies, ensuring survival in the face of adversity. This region, affected by prolonged droughts, witnesses species employing mechanisms such as deep root systems to access subterranean water sources. Such adaptations enhance their chances of thriving under increasingly harsh conditions. In contrast, areas subjected to intense flooding observe a different set of responses. Certain plants develop specialized structures, allowing them to endure prolonged submersion. This resilience underscores the remarkable ability of flora to adapt to fluctuating environmental conditions, showcasing a form of intelligence that is often overlooked. The interactions between plants and their shifting climates reveal intricate networks of communication and survival. Temperature extremes further influence phenological events, such as flowering and fruiting cycles. These changes often align with shifting climatic patterns, highlighting the sensitivity of ecosystems to even subtle variations in weather. This responsiveness illustrates a dynamic relationship between flora and their environment, as plants recalibrate their life cycles in response to external stimuli. Such insights into plant intelligence underscore the significance of preserving diverse ecosystems. The intricate responses of these organisms may hold valuable lessons in adapting to future climate scenarios, emphasizing their role as both survivors and teachers in the natural world. The potential of plant intelligence presents a multitude of possibilities for future research and applications. Understanding how these organisms perceive their environment and communicate could lead to breakthroughs in agricultural practices. This knowledge may enhance crop resilience against pests and diseases while optimizing resource use, addressing the pressing challenges of food security. Innovations in biotechnology could harness the abilities of plants to adapt and respond to varying climatic conditions. By integrating genomic information with traditional breeding methods, the development of more resilient species becomes feasible. Such advancements could result in flora that thrives in arid regions or withstands extreme temperatures, thus reshaping landscapes previously deemed inhospitable. Challenges accompany these possibilities, particularly ethical considerations surrounding genetic modification. But the potential consequences of altering plant genomes must be carefully examined. The balance between innovation and ecological integrity is crucial, as unintended effects on local ecosystems could arise. Additionally, the complexity of plant intelligence complicates straightforward applications. The interactions between species, their environment, and broader ecological networks are intricate, requiring a holistic approach to research. This complexity underscores the necessity of interdisciplinary collaboration, blending ecology, genetics, and technology to fully understand and harness plant capabilities. The future of plant intelligence remains a landscape ripe for exploration, where curiosity and caution must coexist. Research into plant intelligence reveals profound implications for conservation practices. Understanding how flora interacts with its environment allows conservationists to develop strategies that align with the innate behaviors of plant species. This integration offers a more nuanced approach to preserving ecosystems, acknowledging that plants are not passive entities but active participants in their habitats. Strategies derived from this understanding can enhance restoration efforts. By recognizing how plants communicate and respond to stressors, projects can be tailored to facilitate these interactions. For instance, the selection of plant species for reforestation can incorporate those known to exhibit resilience and adaptive strategies. This awareness fosters the creation of biodiverse ecosystems that are better equipped to withstand climate change. Monitoring plant responses to environmental changes has also become essential. The ability of certain species to recall past conditions can inform management practices, allowing for adaptive responses to unforeseen challenges. Techniques such as habitat manipulation can be designed to trigger beneficial responses, promoting growth and resilience in vulnerable species. Collaborative research initiatives are increasingly bridging the gap between plant intelligence and fieldwork. Scientists and conservationists work together, merging knowledge to inform targeted conservation efforts. This synthesis not only preserves biodiversity, but also enhances the understanding of interspecies relationships, further contributing to the overall health of ecosystems. The implications of plant intelligence extend far beyond mere ecological balance. These revelations challenge long-standing perceptions of life forms, necessitating a re-evaluation of intelligence itself. This region, where flora exhibits remarkable abilities to communicate, adapt, and respond, raises profound questions about sentience within the natural world. Recognizing these capacities prompts a shift in how humanity interacts with and conserves the environment. This understanding encourages a deeper appreciation for the complex networks that underpin ecosystems. By acknowledging the sophisticated mechanisms plants employ to thrive, insights into agriculture and conservation emerge. Practices that prioritize symbiotic relationships rather than exploitation can lead to more sustainable outcomes. Research indicates that plants possess memory-like attributes, allowing them to learn from experiences and adjust their growth patterns accordingly. Such adaptability demonstrates resilience, essential in an era marked by climate change and habitat loss. Studying these phenomena offers a glimpse into evolutionary strategies that have persisted for millions of years. The resilience and adaptability seen in plant life serve as critical templates for developing innovative approaches to environmental challenges. This knowledge impacts not only ecological stewardship, but also human health, as understanding plant interactions may improve food security and medicinal resources.